Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something that holds the power to transform your life: mastering your mind. We often seek success, happiness, and fulfillment in the world around us. But the truth is, everything begins within. Your thoughts shape your reality. When you master your mind, you gain control over your life. Your mind is the most powerful force in shaping your life. Every decision you make, every action you take, and every experience you encounter is a direct result of the thoughts you entertain. The way you perceive the world is not based on absolute reality, but on the lens through which your mind interprets it. This is why two people can face the same situation and have entirely different experiences. One sees an opportunity while the other sees an obstacle. Think about the great inventors, leaders, and visionaries throughout history. They were not necessarily the strongest, the richest, or even the most intelligent people of their time. What set them apart was their mindset, their ability to think in a way that empowered them rather than limited them. Their thoughts were filled with possibilities, solutions, and unwavering belief in their abilities. When you consistently think positive, empowering thoughts, you build a mindset that attracts success. On the other hand, if you constantly dwell on negativity, doubt, and fear, you create an environment where failure and frustration thrive. The truth is, your external world is often a reflection of your internal world. If your mind is filled with limitations, you will see limitations everywhere. If your mind is filled with possibilities, opportunities will appear even in the most challenging situations. This principle applies to every area of life: career, relationships, health, and personal development. If you wake up every day telling yourself that you are capable, confident, and ready to take on challenges, you will naturally take actions that align with those beliefs. However, if you fill your mind with thoughts of inadequacy, self-doubt, and fear of failure, you will hesitate, procrastinate, and ultimately hold yourself back. A simple yet powerful example of this concept is the placebo effect. Scientific studies have shown that when people believe they are receiving a treatment, this is a testament to the power of thought. Thought, what the mind believes, the body follows. Similarly, when you feed your mind with empowering thoughts, your actions will align with them, leading to tangible results. The key to harnessing this power is awareness. Most people go through life on autopilot, allowing their minds to be flooded with thoughts they did not consciously choose. These thoughts often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, and external influences. However, you have the ability to take control. By becoming aware of your thoughts and consciously replacing negative self-defeating patterns with empowering ones, you can transform your life from the inside out. To begin mastering your thoughts, start by observing them. Pay attention to your internal dialogue. Are you constantly criticizing yourself, doubting your abilities, or expecting the worst? If so, it's time to reprogram your mind. Replace thoughts like "I can't do this" with "I am fully capable and will find a way." Instead of saying "I always fail," tell yourself, "Every setback is a lesson that brings me closer to success." Words and thoughts carry energy, and by changing them, you change the course of reality. Your thoughts are not just passive reflections of reality. The most successful people understand that the mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant will grow. If you plant seeds of positivity, determination, and resilience, You will reap a life filled with success and fulfillment. But if you allow weeds of negativity, doubt, and fear to take root, they will spread and take over your life. By taking control of your thoughts, you take control of your reality. Every great achievement begins in the mind. It starts with a single thought, a single belief that says, I can. The way you view challenges, setbacks, and failures determines the trajectory of your life. There are two primary mindsets that shape human potential: the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes that intelligence, talent, and abilities are static, that you are either born with skills or you are not, and no amount of effort can change that. In contrast, a growth mindset recognizes that abilities can be developed through dedication, hard work, and learning. The difference between these two perspectives is what separates those who achieve success from those who remain stagnant. Think about a child learning to walk. They stumble, fall, and struggle countless times before they finally take their first confident steps. If they had a fixed mindset and believed failure was a sign they were incapable, they would give up before they ever learned to walk. But they don't. They instinctively persist, trying again and again until they succeed. This is the essence of a growth mindset. Understanding that failure is not the end but a stepping stone toward progress. Many of the world's most successful people have embraced this philosophy. Consider Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he didn't see them as defeats but as learning experiences, famously saying, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,0,0,0,0 ways that won't work." This is the power of a growth mindset. It transforms obstacles into opportunities and failures into lessons. A person with the growth mindset welcomes challenges instead of avoiding them. They understand that every struggle is an opportunity to expand their skills and knowledge. They do not fear failure because they recognize it as an essential part of growth. On the other hand, someone with a fixed mindset sees failure as a reflection of their abilities and gives up easily. Let's take the example of two employees in the workplace. The first employee, John, has a fixed mindset. When he is given a difficult project, he immediately doubts himself, fearing he is not smart or skilled enough to complete it. When he encounters setbacks, he becomes frustrated and starts avoiding the task altogether. Eventually he quits, believing he was never meant to succeed in this role. The second employee, Sarah, has a growth mindset. She views the same challenging project as an opportunity to learn. She understands that success doesn't come instantly but through effort and persistence. When she faces difficulties, she seeks feedback, asks questions, and continues refining her approach until she masters the task. Over time, Sarah not only completes the project but grows in her skills and confidence. The difference between John and Sarah isn't talent, it's mindset. Sarah succeeds because she believes growth is possible, while John fails because he believes his abilities are fixed. This is why a growth mindset is crucial in every area of life. Developing a growth mindset requires conscious effort. One of the most important steps is shifting the way you perceive effort and struggle. Many people see effort as a sign of inadequacy, thinking that if they have to work hard at something, they must not be good at it. But in reality, effort is the path to mastery. The more you practice and challenge yourself, the more your brain rewires itself to adapt and improve. Another essential aspect of a growth mindset is embracing constructive criticisms. People with a fixed mindset often take feedback personally, seeing it as a judgment of their abilities. In contrast, those with a growth mindset see feedback as valuable information that can help them improve. They actively seek out mentorship, ask for guidance, and are willing to make adjustments based on what they learn. Neuroscience has proven that the brain is not a static organ. It has an incredible ability to grow and change, a concept known as neuroplasticity. This means that intelligence and skills are not set in stone, but can be developed with effort, practice, and persistence. The more you challenge your mind, the stronger it becomes. A growth mindset also fosters resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Life will always present difficulties, but how you respond to them determines your success. If you have a growth mindset, you understand that failure is just feedback and setbacks are just temporary obstacles that can be overcome with effort and learning. By adopting a growth mindset, you unlock your full potential. You realize that every challenge is an opportunity, every failure is a lesson, and every effort brings you closer to success. Emotions are a fundamental part of human existence. They shape our thoughts, influence our actions, and define how we experience the world. While emotions can be powerful motivators, they can also become overwhelming forces that lead to impulsive decisions, conflict, and stress. The ability to control your emotions is not about suppressing them or pretending they don't exist. It's about understanding them, managing them, and responding in a way that aligns with your goals and values. When you learn to control your emotions, you gain mastery over your actions, relationships, and ultimately your life. Imagine two people stuck in heavy traffic. The first person immediately becomes frustrated, honks the horn repeatedly, and complains about how unfair the situation is. They let anger take over, raising their stress levels and ruining their day. The second person, however, acknowledges the situation but chooses to remain calm. They take deep breaths, play their favorite music, or use the time to reflect on their thoughts. Though both individuals are in the same situation, their emotional reactions determine whether they experience stress and frustration or peace and acceptance. This example illustrates an essential truth. External circumstances do not control us. Our responses to them do. When you allow your emotions to dictate your actions without control, you become a prisoner of your feelings. However, when you learn to manage your emotions, you gain the ability to navigate life with clarity and confidence. One of the first steps in emotional control is self-awareness. Many people go through life reacting to their emotions without truly understanding them. They may lash out in anger, withdraw in sadness, or act impulsively without knowing why they feel the way they do. By practicing self-awareness, you can identify your emotional triggers and recognize patterns in your reactions. The next time you feel an intense emotion, pause and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What caused this emotion? Is my reaction helping or hurting me? By becoming aware of your emotions, you create space between feeling and action, allowing you to choose a response rather than react impulsively. Another crucial aspect of emotional control is emotional intelligence. The ability to understand, manage, and express emotions effectively. Emotionally intelligent individuals are not immune to anger, sadness, or frustration, but they handle these emotions in a way that serves them rather than harms them. They know how to regulate their emotions in high-pressure situations, communicate effectively, and maintain composure in difficult circumstances. One powerful tool for managing emotions is mindfulness and deep breathing. When emotions run high, the body reacts with an increased heart rate, shallow breathing, and tension. This is the fight or flight response, an ancient survival mechanism that helped our ancestors escape danger. However, In modern life, this response often gets triggered in non-life-threatening situations, arguments, work stress, or social pressures. By practicing deep breathing techniques and mindfulness, you can activate the body's relaxation response, reducing stress and restoring emotional balance. Another effective strategy for emotional control is changing your perspective. Many emotional reactions come from the way we interpret situations rather than the situations themselves. For example, if someone criticizes your work, you might immediately feel defensive or discouraged. But if you shift your perspective and see the criticism as an opportunity for growth, your emotional response will be completely different. Instead of reacting with anger or self-doubt, you can respond with curiosity and a willingness to improve. Avoiding emotional suppression is also key. Controlling your emotions does not mean ignoring or bottling them up. Suppressed emotions tend to build up over time and eventually explode in unhealthy ways. Instead, healthy emotional control involves acknowledging your feelings, understanding their root causes, and expressing them in constructive ways. For example, if you are feeling stressed or overwhelmed, instead of ignoring the feeling, take proactive steps to manage it. Engage in activities that help you release stress, such as exercise, journaling, meditation, or talking to a trusted friend. If you feel anger rising, instead of lashing out, take a step back, breathe, and find a healthy way to communicate your feelings. Another aspect of emotional mastery is learning to detach from temporary emotions. Emotions are like waves. They rise and fall, come and go. When you feel angry, sad, or anxious, remind yourself that these feelings are temporary. Instead of getting swept away by the emotion, observe it as if you were watching a passing cloud in the sky. This perspective helps you maintain control rather than letting emotions dictate your actions. Emotional control also plays a significant role in relationships and communication. Many conflicts arise not because of actual problems, but because of poor emotional regulation. When people react emotionally in conversations, yelling, blaming, or withdrawing, it escalates misunderstandings and creates unnecessary tension. However, when you approach discussions with calmness, patience, and empathy, you can resolve conflicts effectively and strengthen your relationships. A great example of emotional mastery in action is seen in leaders and role models who remain composed under pressure. Whether it's a CEO navigating a crisis, an athlete performing under immense stress, or a parent handling a difficult situation with their child, the ability to stay calm and collected makes all the difference. Ultimately, controlling your emotions is a skill that takes practice, but the rewards are life-changing. When you master your emotions, you gain the ability to respond to life's challenges with wisdom rather than impulse. You develop resilience, strengthen relationships, and create a life that is driven by intention rather than reaction. Success in any area of life, whether it's personal growth, career advancement, fitness, or relationships, does not happen by accident. It is the result of deliberate effort, unwavering focus, and consistent discipline. Many people have dreams and aspirations, but only a few achieve them. Why? Because they lack the focus and discipline necessary to turn those dreams into reality. Without these two qualities, even the most talented individuals struggle to make progress. The power of focus is the ability to direct your attention and energy toward a specific goal without getting distracted. In today's world, distractions are everywhere: social media, emails, notifications, endless entertainment, and constant demands on our time. It has never been easier to lose focus and harder to stay committed to a single task. But those who achieve great things understand that focus is their most valuable asset. Take, for example, legendary athletes like Michael Jordan or Serena Williams. Their success wasn't just due to natural talent, but to their ability to focus intensely on their craft. They trained for hours daily, shutting out distractions and dedicating themselves fully to their goals. Their ability to stay locked in on their vision despite setbacks and challenges is what set them apart. A lack of focus leads to scattered energy, unfinished tasks, and wasted potential. If you constantly jump from one goal to another, or let distractions pull you away from your work, you will never make meaningful progress. True progress requires sustained attention and effort over time. One of the best ways to develop focus is to practice deep work, a concept popularized by author Cal Newport. Deep work is the ability to concentrate intensely on a single task for an extended period without interruptions. It allows you to produce high-quality results in less time. To cultivate deep work, eliminate distractions, set specific time blocks for focused work, and train your brain to resist the urge to check your phone or social media every few minutes. Another powerful technique for improving focus is setting clear priorities. Not all tasks are equally important. Many people waste time on low-value activities while neglecting the tasks that truly move them forward. The Pareto principle, also known as the 80/20 rule, states that 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. Identify the 20% of activities that have the most impact on your goals and focus your energy on them. The role of discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. While motivation may inspire you to start something, discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. And the truth is, motivation always fades. Many people wait until they feel motivated to take action. They think they need the right mood, perfect circumstances, or a surge of inspiration. But those who rely on motivation alone rarely achieve their goals. Why? Because motivation is fleeting. Some days you will feel excited and energized, and other days you won't. Discipline, on the other hand, is consistent. It ensures that you take action no matter how you feel. Consider the difference between an amateur and a professional. An amateur only works when they feel inspired. A professional works whether they feel like it or not. This is why the best athletes train even when they are tired, why the best writers write even when they have writer's block, and why the most successful entrepreneurs push forward even when things get tough. They don't wait for motivation, they rely on discipline. One effective way to build discipline is by creating routines and habits. Your habits shape your future. If you establish a routine of working toward your goals every day, it becomes second nature. For example, if you want to get in shape, make exercise a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. If you want to be more productive, set a strict schedule for deep work. Over time, these habits become automatic, reducing the need for willpower and making discipline easier. Another crucial aspect of discipline is delayed gratification, the ability to resist short-term pleasures for long-term rewards. In a world of instant gratification, this skill is becoming increasingly rare. People want quick results, immediate success, and fast rewards, but real achievement takes time. The most successful individuals are those who can resist the temptation of short-term pleasure in exchange for long-term gains. A classic example of delayed gratification is the marshmallow experiment conducted by psychologist Walter Mischel. In this study, children were given a choice. They could eat one marshmallow immediately or wait a few minutes and receive two marshmallows. The researchers found that the children who were able to delay gratification and wait for the bigger reward grew up to be more successful in life. They had better academic performance, healthier relationships, and greater career success. This study proves that discipline and self-control are directly linked to achievement. The synergy of focus and discipline, while focus and discipline are powerful on their own, they work best when combined. Focus helps you direct your energy toward what matters most, while discipline ensures that you take consistent action toward your goals. Together, they create unstoppable momentum. Imagine a person who wants to start a business. Without focus, they might constantly jump between ideas, never fully committing to one. Without discipline, they might start strong but give up as soon as challenges arise. But when focus and discipline are combined, that person will choose a clear goal, develop a solid plan, eliminate distractions, and work tirelessly until they succeed. The good news is that both focus and discipline can be developed. They are not traits you are born with, they are skills that can be trained through practice. By strengthening these skills, you unlock your full potential and set yourself up for long-term success. The subconscious mind is one of the most powerful forces in shaping your life. It influences your thoughts, behaviors, habits, and even your perception of reality. Most people go through life unaware that their subconscious mind is running their actions on autopilot based on past experiences, beliefs, and conditioning. If you have ever felt stuck, unable to break bad habits, or repeatedly face the same challenges, it is likely because your subconscious programming is holding you back. To truly master your mind, you must learn to reprogram your subconscious for success. Understanding the subconscious mind operates beneath the surface of your conscious awareness, storing all your memories, beliefs, emotions, and habits. It controls 95% of your daily actions, meaning that most of what you do, think, and feel is driven by subconscious programming rather than conscious decision-making. This is why people often struggle to change. They may consciously want success, but their subconscious mind is filled with limiting beliefs and negative patterns that keep them stuck. For example, if you grew up hearing phrases like, "money is the root of all evil," or "success is only for lucky people," these beliefs may still be ingrained in your subconscious. Even if you consciously desire financial success, your subconscious may resist it, causing you to self-sabotage opportunities without realizing it. Similarly, if you have been conditioned to believe you are not good enough, your subconscious will continue to reinforce that belief, affecting your confidence, relationships, and career. The good news is that the subconscious mind is not fixed. It can be reprogrammed. Just as a computer's software can be updated to run more efficiently, your subconscious mind can be rewired with new, empowering beliefs that align with your goals. By doing this, you remove mental roadblocks and unlock your full potential. Techniques to reprogram your subconscious mind, affirmations, and positive self-talk. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to reprogram your subconscious is through affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat consistently to override negative beliefs. When repeated with conviction, they help to shift your mindset and build new neural pathways in the brain. For example, instead of thinking, I will never be successful, you can replace it with, I am capable and worthy of success. Opportunities come to me easily and effortlessly. I am confident, focused, and unstoppable. By repeating these affirmations daily, especially in the morning and before bed when the subconscious is most receptive, you gradually replace old limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Visualization: the subconscious mind responds strongly to mental imagery. Visualization is a powerful tool that allows you to see yourself succeeding before it actually happens. When you vividly imagine yourself achieving your goals, whether it's getting a promotion, building a thriving business, or living a healthier lifestyle, your subconscious begins to accept this as reality. Elite athletes, performers, and successful entrepreneurs use visualization to enhance their performance. For example, Olympic gold medalists mentally rehearse their events repeatedly, imagining every movement in perfect detail. This process conditions the subconscious to accept success as inevitable. To practice visualization, close your eyes and create a clear, detailed mental image of your desired outcome. Engage all your senses. See it, feel it, hear it, and believe it. The more real it feels, the more effective it will be in shaping your subconscious programming. Hypnosis and guided meditation are powerful methods for accessing and reprogramming the subconscious mind. These techniques allow you to enter a deeply relaxed state where your subconscious becomes highly suggestible. In this state, you can introduce new positive beliefs that override old limiting ones. Guided meditations often use affirmations, visualizations, and calming techniques to help you rewire your subconscious for success. Listening to hypnosis recordings before sleep can also reinforce positive subconscious programming as the brain remains receptive during the transition between wakefulness and sleep. Journaling and self-reflection, writing, is another effective way to uncover and reprogram subconscious beliefs. Journaling allows you to identify negative thought patterns, track your progress, and consciously choose new beliefs. A simple exercise is to write down limiting beliefs you hold about yourself and then challenge them. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is this belief actually true, or is it just something I was told? What belief would serve me better? Then rewrite the negative belief into an empowering one. For example, if you wrote, I am not good enough, transform it into, I am more than enough, and I have everything I need to succeed. Repetition and consistency. The subconscious mind learns through repetition. Just as a habit is formed by doing something repeatedly, reprogramming your mind requires consistent effort. It takes time to override deeply ingrained beliefs, so daily practice is essential. The more you reinforce new thoughts, the more natural they become. Surrounding yourself with positivity, your environment plays a significant role in shaping your subconscious mind. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and the messages you hear daily influence your beliefs. If you are surrounded by negativity, doubt, and fear, your subconscious will absorb these energies. However, if you immerse yourself in positivity, reading empowering books, listening to motivational podcasts, and surrounding yourself with successful, growth-minded individuals, you reprogram your subconscious for success. Breaking free from limiting beliefs. Many people remain stuck in life because they operate on subconscious programs they are not even aware of. These programs dictate their self-worth, financial situation, relationships, and overall success. Reprogramming your subconscious is about taking control of your mental software. and upgrading it to serve you rather than hold you back. For instance, if you were raised in an environment where financial struggle was the norm, your subconscious may have developed a belief that money is hard to earn. As a result, no matter how hard you work, you may find yourself struggling financially because deep down, your subconscious does not believe financial abundance is possible for you. By changing this belief and replacing it with thoughts like, I am financially abundant and money flows to me effortlessly, you shift your subconscious programming, allowing you to attract new opportunities and financial success. Similarly, if you have struggled with confidence, your subconscious may have been programmed with thoughts of self-doubt and insecurity. But by consistently feeding your mind with empowering beliefs, I am confident, I am worthy, I am enough, you gradually shift your selfish shoe and unlock the confidence to pursue your goals fearlessly. Ultimately, reprogramming your subconscious mind is the key to breaking free from self-imposed limitations and unlocking your full potential. It is a process that requires awareness, commitment, and patience, but the rewards are life-changing. When you take control of your subconscious programming, you take control of your destiny. Fear and self-doubt are two of the biggest obstacles standing between people and their success. They paralyze action, limit opportunities, and keep individuals stuck in cycles of hesitation and mediocrity. No matter how talented or capable you are, if fear and self-doubt control your mind, they will prevent you from taking the necessary steps toward your goals. The most successful people in the world are not those who never feel fear or doubt. They are the ones who learn to push through it, master their emotions, and take action despite it. Understanding fear and self-doubt. Fear is a natural human response designed to protect us from harm. In ancient times, fear was essential for survival. It kept our ancestors safe from predators and dangerous environments. However, in the modern world, fear is often no longer about life or death situations. Instead, it manifests as the fear of failure, rejection, judgment, uncertainty, or even self-doubt. On the other hand, is the internal voice that tells you, I'm not good enough. What if I fail? Or others are more talented than me? It is deeply rooted in past experiences, negative conditioning, and limiting beliefs. While self-doubt may seem harmless at first, over time it can create a mindset of hesitation and inaction, preventing you from stepping into your full potential. The hidden costs of fear and self-doubt. Many people assume that avoiding fear and staying in their comfort zones keeps them safe. But in reality, it comes with a heavy price. When fear and self-doubt dictate your decisions, you miss opportunities. You might avoid applying for a dream job, starting a business, or pursuing a passion because you fear failure. You settle for less instead of pushing yourself toward greatness. You stay in situations that feel safe, even if they make you unhappy. You never discover your true potential. The biggest regret people have is not trying. Fear prevents you from even discovering what you are truly capable of. History is filled with examples of people who overcame fear and self-doubt to achieve greatness. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Walt Disney was told he lacked creativity before building his empire. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first television job. If any of them had allowed fear and self-doubt to win, the world would have never seen their incredible contributions. Strategies to overcome fear and self-doubt. Reframe fear as growth fear is often a sign that you are stepping outside your comfort zone, which means you are growing. Instead of seeing fear as a stop sign, see it as a signal that you are on the right path. The most successful people embrace discomfort because they know that growth happens outside of familiarity. Ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? Often we realize that our fears are exaggerated. Even if the worst case scenario occurs, you will likely survive, learn, and grow from the experience. Build self-confidence through small wins. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build. The best way to develop self-confidence is through small wins. Every time you accomplish something, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Start by setting small, achievable goals. If public speaking terrifies you, begin by speaking in front of a mirror, then a small group, and gradually work your way up. If you doubt your ability to start a business, take one small step. Research your idea, create a plan, or talk to a mentor. Each small victory builds momentum and rewires your brain to believe in your abilities. Take action before you feel ready. Most people wait until they feel ready before taking action. The truth is, you will never feel completely ready. Fear and self-doubt will always try to convince you that you need more time, more skills, or more experience. But successful people take action despite uncertainty. Think about when you learned to ride a bike. You didn't wait until you fully understood the mechanics before getting on. You learned by doing, by falling, and by adjusting. The same applies to any goal. Start before you feel ready, and you will gain confidence along the way. Challenge. Negative thoughts, self-doubt is fueled by negative self-talk. The thoughts you repeat to yourself daily shape your reality. If you constantly tell yourself, "I can't do this," your mind will find evidence to support that belief. However, if you tell yourself, "I am capable, I am strong, and I am ready," your mind will look for proof of that instead. Whenever you catch yourself thinking a self-doubting thought, challenge it. Is this thought true, or is it just fear speaking? What evidence do I have that I am capable? What would I tell a friend if they were having this thought? By questioning your doubts, you weaken their power over you. Visualize success. Your brain cannot tell the difference between a real event and an imagined one. This is why athletes and performers use visualization techniques to mentally rehearse success. When you vividly imagine yourself succeeding, your subconscious mind starts to believe it is possible, making it easier to take action. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself, overcoming fear, and achieving your goals. See yourself speaking confidently, succeeding in your business, or excelling in your career. Feel the emotions of success, confidence, excitement, and joy. The more real it feels in your mind, the more likely it is to become a reality. Surround yourself with supportive people. Fear and self-doubt thrive in isolation. If you spend time with people who doubt themselves, you are more likely to adopt the same mindset. However, if you surround yourself with confident, growth-minded individuals, their mindset will influence you positively. Seek out mentors, join supportive communities, and connect with people who inspire you. Their encouragement will help silence your inner critic and push you toward action. Use fear as a motivator. Instead of letting fear hold you back, use it to propel you forward. Many successful people use fear as fuel. They turn the fear of failure into a reason to work harder. They turn the fear of regret into a reason to take action now. Ask yourself, what is scarier, trying and failing, or never trying and wondering what could have been? When you view fear as a challenge rather than a roadblock, it becomes a tool for growth rather than a limitation. Keep moving forward no matter what. The most important thing you can do to overcome fear and self-doubt is to keep going. You will face setbacks, criticism, and moments of uncertainty, but every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. Success is not about eliminating fear, it is about acting despite it. The more you push through fear, the more resilient and unstoppable you become. Conclusion? Fear and self-doubt will always exist, but they do not have to control you. By reframing fear as growth, taking action before you feel ready, and challenging negative thoughts, you can break free from their grip. The people who achieve greatness are not fearless. They are just brave enough to move forward despite their fears. And when you do the same, you unlock your full potential and step into a life of confidence, success, and fulfillment. Emotions are one of the most powerful forces in human life. They shape our perceptions, influence our decisions, and determine how we respond to challenges. While emotions can be a great source of motivation and joy, they can also be a major source of stress, anxiety, and impulsive decision-making. If you allow emotions to control you, they can lead to irrational actions, conflicts, and self-sabotage. However, when you master your emotions, you gain the ability to respond to life with clarity, resilience, and inner strength. Emotional mastery is not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding, managing, and channeling them in a way that serves your highest purpose. Understanding emotional mastery is the ability to recognize, regulate, and effectively manage your emotions, regardless of external circumstances. It does not mean that you never feel anger, frustration, sadness, or fear. It means that you do not allow these emotions to dictate your actions or cloud your judgment. For example, imagine facing a difficult situation at work. Perhaps a colleague criticizes your performance, or your boss gives you unexpected negative feedback. Someone without emotional mastery might react impulsively, becoming defensive, angry, or even discouraged to the point of giving up. However, someone who has mastered their emotions would take a step back, assess the situation logically, and respond in a composed and constructive manner. Emotional mastery is a key trait of successful leaders, entrepreneurs, athletes, and high achievers in every field. It allows them to handle pressure, stay calm in crisis situations, and make sound decisions even when emotions are running high. The consequences of uncontrolled emotions, when emotions are left unchecked, they can wreak havoc on your life. Many people allow emotions to control them rather than the other way around. Some common consequences of emotional instability include poor decision-making. Acting out of anger, fear, or frustration often leads to choices that you later regret. Whether it is quitting a job in a moment of frustration, ending a relationship over a temporary conflict, or making a financial decision based on fear, emotional impulsiveness can have long-term negative effects, damaged relationships. When emotions are uncontrolled, they can lead to unnecessary arguments, misunderstandings, and conflicts with others. Overreacting, lashing out, or withdrawing emotionally can strain both personal and professional relationships. Increased stress and anxiety, constantly being ruled by emotions, can create an internal roller coaster of stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. When you are unable to regulate your emotions, even small challenges can feel like major crises. Loss of control over your life. If you do not master your emotions, you become a slave to them. Instead of choosing your response to situations, you are at the mercy of whatever emotion happens to arise in the moment. This can make life feel chaotic and unpredictable. Strategies to develop emotional mastery, self-awareness. Recognizing your emotional triggers. The first step to emotional mastery is self-awareness. You must become aware of what triggers your emotions, how you typically react, and how these reactions impact your life. Many people go through life unaware of their emotional patterns, repeating the same mistakes over and over. A good practice is to keep an emotion journal. Whenever you feel a strong emotion, whether it is anger, sadness, frustration, or fear, what thoughts ran through my mind? How did I react? What could I have done differently? By identifying your emotional triggers, you gain insight into your reactions and can begin to change how you respond. Pause before reacting, the power of emotional detachment. One of the most powerful habits you can develop is learning to pause before reacting emotionally. When something triggers an emotional response, instead of reacting immediately, take a deep breath and create space between the emotion and your response. A simple technique is the 10-second rule. Before saying or doing anything, count to 10 in your mind. This brief pause allows you to shift from reacting impulsively to responding intentionally. If the situation is particularly intense, removing yourself temporarily can be even more effective. Taking a walk, practicing deep breathing, or even waiting a full day before responding can help you gain perspective and respond with greater clarity, reframing your perspective. The way you interpret events greatly influences your emotional response. Often, emotions are triggered not by the situation itself, but by the meaning we assign to it. For example, if a coworker speaks to you in a harsh tone, you might immediately feel offended and assume they are being disrespectful. However, if you take a step back and reframe the situation, you might realize they were just having a stressful day and their tone had nothing to do with you. By choosing empowering perspectives, you can shift from reactive emotions to a place of understanding and control. Practicing mindfulness and emotion regulation, mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment without judgment. It helps you observe your emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. When you practice mindfulness, you learn to experience emotions as temporary states that come and go, rather than something that defines you. Mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, and body scanning can help you stay centered and prevent emotions from escalating. Even taking a few minutes each day to focus on your breath can significantly improve emotional regulation. Channeling emotions into positive action. Emotions contain energy, and rather than letting them control you, you can use them as fuel for growth and achievement. Some of the greatest achievements in history were born out of intense emotions. Anger at injustice led to civil rights movements. Heartbreak led to timeless works of art. And failure fueled innovation and success. Instead of letting anger turn into aggression, channel it into passion and drive. Instead of letting fear hold you back, use it as motivation to prepare and improve. When emotions arise, ask yourself, how can I use this emotion constructively? What positive action can I take right now? By shifting from reaction to intention, you transform emotions into powerful tools for success. Developing emotional resilience is ability to bounce back from setbacks and challenges without becoming emotionally overwhelmed. Life will always have difficulties, but emotionally resilient people do not allow those difficulties to break them. Instead, they view challenges as opportunities for growth. To develop emotional resilience, accept that difficulties are a part of life and do not define you. Focus on what you can control rather than what you cannot. Maintain a long-term perspective. Most emotional struggles are temporary. Practice gratitude to shift your focus toward positivity. Surrounding yourself with emotionally balanced people. The people you spend time with greatly influence your emotional state. If you surround yourself with negative, emotionally volatile individuals, their energy will rub off on you. However, if you spend time with emotionally intelligent, seek out mentors, role models, and friends who demonstrate emotional mastery. Observe how they handle challenges and learn from their calm, composed responses. Committing to continuous growth, emotional mastery, is not something you achieve overnight. It is a lifelong process of self-improvement. Every challenge you face provides an opportunity to strengthen your ability to manage emotions. With each step forward, you gain greater self-control, confidence, and inner peace. By making emotional mastery a priority, you free yourself from the chaos of uncontrolled emotions and take full control over how you experience life. When you master your emotions, you master your mind. And when you master your mind, you master your life.